Hi, and welcome to Green Shoes. Our successful business is built on the philosophy of quality footwear and great service. Come see us at Green Shoes in the Medicine Hat Mall. We look forward to meeting you.
First of all, I'd like to thank the various dignitaries who come along, Honourable Minister Renner, MLA Len Mitzel, His Worship Mayor Boucher, and all the other city councillors. Thank you very much for being here. We've got some representatives from DRDC Suffield, Ken Harding and Clem LaForce in the back, and Dewar Donithorn Tate from the Canadian Centre for Unmanned Vehicles. Thanks. Well, why are we here today? We're here as, if you get a chance to read this, there's much more detail, but effectively this is Canada's 100th anniversary of manned flight in Canada. And you don't hear too much about aviation in our sector of Alberta, but I think there's quite a distinguished history that traces its origins back to the outstanding work that was done at Suffield, at DRDC Suffield, and continues to be done. We were approached this year by the Canadian War Museum and the Reynolds Museum up in Wetaskiwin to consider if we would donate examples of the Vindicator unmanned air vehicle target. That is, it's noteworthy because it's the most mass-produced Canadian UAV in our history. There's nothing else that have been produced in these numbers. Just over 500 examples have been produced over the last 15 years. What's noteworthy for us is that they've been all produced here in Medicine Hat. They trace, as I said, their origins back to work that was done at Suffield back in the 80s. What's kind of fun is it's just after 3:30, 3:15, 10 miles north of here right now at DRDC Suffield at their experimental proving ground. We have jet targets in the air, and we have one of these being flown around for the Army. And another 10 miles further east, or correction, further west, we have McDonnell Detweiler flying a male UAV, which is a large surveillance UAV with a part of our team, and that's for preparing the boys to go over, boys and girls to go to Afghanistan for our security mission over there. So what's interesting is that you can drive to work in Medicine Hat and not quite know there's as much aviation going on in the local community, but there really is. And then I should also mention that EADS, the European Aerospace Defense Space Company, has also got a team here at Suffield. They come all the way from Germany to do their test flying here, and they employ local companies to do much of the knowledge work. The flight control systems, ground control systems, all the software, integration, all the rest of it. There's 120 companies locally that supply everything from the bolt supply shop to cactus coatings in our community that provide labor and materials in the manufacturing of our air, land, and sea vehicles. What's noteworthy about this vehicle is that it's been used and sold around the world. It's been used by our F-18 pilots as a target. It's been used by our air defenders for our Air Defense Regiment who are currently in the field at Suffield. And it's also been used extensively by the Navy. We actually have a team as we speak flying this very vehicle, type of vehicle off the coast of San Diego. We have a bit nicer weather, although it's quite sunny here today. So basically the purpose of today was just to highlight, we decided we'd put this on display prior to it going to Ottawa. It will be part of the permanent display at the War Museum. And we just thought there was a good news story there. So in short, we want to acknowledge yet again the outstanding work that DRDC has done and the help they've given to us over the years. We're looking forward to, if you want to look to the future, there's a helicopter on the sidewalk. That vehicle is going to be under development. It's currently under development, and we hope that it will produce 500 units over the next few years. And what's another exciting thing about that air vehicle is it's all made here in Canada. The engine's made in Vancouver. The inventor of that air vehicle is out of Calgary. He's sold 170 of them so far as a manned version. You only take one person at a time. And so that's a very exciting project for us. And the last thing, not least, is that I'll leave Some of you have asked me why there's a name on this vehicle, and I think it would be too self-serving if I explained it myself, so the person who did it can explain why it's got my wife's name on it.
Well, there's two reasons basically why I thought it was important. Number one, obviously, is for most of us know Spencer's been on the road about 90% of the year. So this is a thank you to Ann for allowing that to happen. And secondly, as all of us know, the spouses of everyone here that works at Meggitt, they do a lot for us, and you know, we work pretty hard, and they're very supportive, and it's an honor of them as well. So it made sense to name it after Ann, but in many ways it's named after every spouse or significant other that has been part of the Meggitt team for the last 12, 13 years. So that's why.